Unity Radio, broadcasting on 106.2 FM and online.
Good afternoon and welcome to FC Peterborough Weekly. I'm your host Zaid and I'm joined today with Coach Waleed, Coach Arkham, and our special guest today is none other than our midfield maestro, Mickey. How are you guys doing today?
Alhamdulillah, all good, Zaid. You tell us, Arkham, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm all good. I just can't wait for this episode. We've got the fan favourite hosting right now.
I'm hosting today. A bit of a change up with the cast because apparently all of our other guys have got something better going on in their lives.
That's it, man. Yeah,
so that's Coach Zameer, Jamal. To be fair, Jamal's got a good excuse. He's currently in Saudi Arabia performing Umrah. So, and then you got Coach Sadat, Vice Chairman Sadat, I should say.
Vice Chairman, bus driver, coach. Keep going.
That's a good point. So we'll kick things off with a review of the first team game yesterday. It's the final game of the year. So we wanted to kind of end on a high, and we of course have got Mickey, who can give us a first-hand kind of review of the game.
We've got two. We've got Zaid yourself, who didn't play yesterday.
Yeah.
Why
didn't you play?
Why didn't you play yesterday? You want to inform the listeners?
So apparently I had a suspension because of accumulation of yellow cards. I'm not too kind of sure how that happened, but I can definitely thank my teammates for setting me up. But yeah, so over to the game yesterday. Do you want to kick things off?
Yeah, we'd go. It was a different game. Obviously, we had a debut in Josh. From we can look at that, our pathway, how he's working. He's played for the under-18s. He's played for our development. He's a regular for our reserves, and he's got his call up to the first team yesterday, which is fantastic to see. And I think I'll let Mickey even go into it more. But the first 10 minutes, it was a bit of a shaky start. And then we got into it more, but we had our chances before David put it in. And I think from then, it was pretty much one-sided. But it should have been more than 7. Mickey, unless you want to...
Yeah, I rewatched it today. Don't know if shaky start, I would call it. I think both teams were trying to test each other out, feel each other out. And then I think once we got that goal, we just grew into the game. Obviously started playing our football. We definitely could have scored way more.
Yeah.
I think once we started getting to the fourth goal, we started being a bit greedy, everyone started trying to get their goals.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely could have won by more.
What minute was David's goal?
It was 10th to 15th minute.
It was before the 10th.
Is it before the 10th?
Yeah, because it surprised me when I watched it today. I think it was like 8th
minute.
Okay. And how was the game up until that 8th minute?
I thought it was even. It was just a normal game of football. Teams testing each other out. No, there was no real control.
I think they tried something new, playing 3 at the back, which again, obviously, Amar said before the game even happened, before we went out. So yeah, it was them having a new formation, them trying something new. They probably obviously wanted to be on that front foot, and like you say, that's how we start feeling each other out.
Sorry, I just realised we didn't actually mention who we were playing yesterday. Mm-hmm. So we were playing against Swaffham. It was a home game, and our final game of 2024. So pretty even up until David scored. And tell us about David's goal, because from the sidelines, it was a moment of quality.
Did you watch it?
No, we were at the development versus reserves game. We'll get onto the after, but
so it was obviously Aliu's played the ball into David. I think he's fake shotted, or he's dribbled past one, fake shotted past another, and then dribbled forward. Obviously, he's driven forward with the ball, and it's almost like gone underneath the goalkeeper.
Through his legs, I think.
So it looked like a moment of magic from the side. But even going from, how was it like watching from the side?
Yeah, it was really good. I think, as Mickey said, the game was pretty kind of even up until then. And then David got a goal, a really good goal at a good moment. And then from then, I think we kind of pushed on a bit and started to dominate. David did go off shortly after that.
Yeah.
I did speak to him briefly, but was that a case of an injury or was it a precaution? What was the situation?
He felt something along with his back injury. And then, he signaled to the side he wanted to come off. And then we had the return of Atif, another one who's come back from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so it's like Atif's prayers and du'as have been answered
they have.
because he came on and he was
scored.
electric.
Magic, yeah, straight away. He literally scored a couple of minutes after coming
Yeah,
on.
he got
Was
2
his
goals.
first touch?
Yeah, first touch. 2 goals, 2 assists coming from Atif. So yeah, it was. I think with that, it's an extra burst of pace you have with Derek going up top, Eamon on the left. I think Eamon's assist probably go unsung, the way he's cut onto his right foot.
That was a great
And
cross.
It's a brilliant ball in.
yeah,
to be fair.
brilliant bowling. I don't think we do that enough.
And I tell you what, we definitely don't do enough of is goals via headers.
Yeah, and Atif.
And Atif, of all people. He had a bit of a hat on. I'm not sure the reasoning behind that. But yeah, it definitely did
He
help.
scored 2 headed goals this season. Yeah,
Yes.
one first ever one we scored from a set piece this season against Sudbury, Mo assist, and Atif scored a header, and then he scores another one yesterday.
Fair play, well done, Atif. So yeah, Atif scored the second, and then I think he also scored the third.
Again, Eamon, switch of play. Oh no, Derek, sorry, switch of play
Derek.
to Atif
Lovely
for that
ball
one.
over the top.
In between the two.
And then did it go in at half time at 3-0?
4-0.
4? Because Mickey assist
Yeah.
to Vito.
I don't know if you can call it an assist because I'm
It
pretty
counts,
sure.
man, it counts.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw Vito dribble past like about 3 or 4
He
players
did,
after
Two
that.
players.
That was a quality goal, to be honest.
It's all about the weight of
It's
the
about
pass.
it's about the run that I made
Yeah.
to get the assist.
We'll get on to some of your running in a bit as
Combination.
well. Nah, that was very good. We have got a few comments on Facebook. So you've got Sahel Ilyas saying Atif was on fire. Ibi saying Mickey, what a player. So it looks like you've got quite a few fans on Facebook. And Hums Don, I'm not sure who that is. It looks like a bit of a burner profile, but Mickey, sick player. So a lot of comments. Was that Mickey? Is that No, so 4-0 at half-time. What was your half-time team talk? So we'll get a perspective from the coaches and also players' perspective.
I think it's with that. I think obviously Amar, Shaz, they said their points about keeping our standards high and not letting it drop, because we saw it in the last 10 of the half where Mickey just said it before. Everyone was trying their own thing. They wanted to get a goal, and we just lost our structure and standards. So it's just about maintaining that and starting the second half like you want to score more goals.
I think from a player's point of view, we were just trying to take the coach's instructions on. We were saying in the change room, like, let's not keep it at 4. Let's try go for more goals. Let's try not be selfish so that we can get more goals. The coaches did want 10 from us, but unfortunately we didn't make it 10.
That's so I think one of the things that I find about us is that we lack a bit of ruthlessness, and where we should really crack on and maybe score more in the second half, as you know the other team might get a bit more tired and so on. We tend to either let our foot off the gas or maybe make the wrong decisions in the wrong moments, whether that is just taking a shot instead of a extra pass, for example, if somebody does want to get on the score sheet and so on. Coach Erkan, what was your kind of thoughts as a fan on the side at halftime?
I'll be honest with you, I actually enjoyed watching the game yesterday, man, especially on the sidelines with you. It felt surreal, man, to have the skipper on the sidelines with me. But yeah, it was enjoyable, man. I think watching the attacking play, it was just great, man. I think we got a great bunch of players. I think the best part is watching them take players on. I mean, sometimes it was just like, especially I want to highlight with Derek and Vito as well, you were saying, they just make it look so easy sometimes when they take it past some of these players.
To be fair, we did get quite a good crowd yesterday. I'm not sure if there was too many kind of local games on and so on, but we did get a really good crowd. And to be honest, watching the game with the fans, with the Green Army, that's always an unbelievable experience. And then, Mickey, you can actually probably tell us from playing, and when you've got the fans being the way they are, or the Green Army, being the Green Army, how does that affect your play in the game, or how does that make you feel on the pitch?
Definitely gives us some energy, especially maybe sometimes when things are a bit deadlock or it's not really going our way, and then you hear like a cheer for a tackle or something, it gives us that boost of energy to play better.
Yeah, 100%. To be honest, yeah, it's an experience just being with the Green Army and watching the game, but then also, as you said, when you're playing and you've got the Green Army just being loud and creating a bit of an atmosphere, like, yeah, it's a phenomenal feeling as a player on the
Yeah,
pitch.
if I could add something on also, is another big highlight that you talked about before is Josh's debut. I think it's amazing to see a young player like Josh making his debut for a Step 6 team, even playing at maybe like Division 1 or even Prem level. That's a very, very big thing for like, a lot of players locally, and being at such a young age and making making a debut for, I think we could call it a semi-pro club, right? Yeah, making debut at like a semi-pro level. That's crazy when you think about it, like the bigger picture.
100%, and I think it's an achievement for everyone at the club. How many appearances has Josh made for the under-18s lead?
He's made a few. He's normally our cup. We've got Alfie.
Yeah.
Josh is normally in the cup, but he's made more for reserves. So reserve needed a keeper, so he's played majority of his football for our reserve side.
And did I hear that right? Josh is still only 16
He's
years
only
old.
16.
He's younger than me, which is when I think about it, that's crazy.
That's an unbelievable achievement, to be honest, as a 16-year-old to play at a Step 6 level, a semi-professional level. And, normally you'd expect a goalkeeper side, a tough position to play, to be fair. And then usually you find that some of the older kind of goalkeepers, or the more experienced ones, are the ones, who can command the box and so on. And to be fair, I was a bit nervous for him because I wanted Josh to do really well. I was a bit nervous for him in certain situations, like set pieces and so on. But like everyone on the sidelines was more than impressed because he didn't play like a 16-year-old, and the way he was taking control of situations. He also made a good few one-on-one saves as well. So well done, Josh, and keep it up. So second half, who got the goals?
So straight away we got in a minute and a half in. Atif got his Eamon got it from Atif's shot, and then from there it was. Again, I'll say the standards kind of dropped after the fifth one. Kind of, we got our sixth, seventh. I think they scored because obviously another message was to keep a clean sheet, which never materialised. Also, but yeah, it's one of those. The moment we got into the box again, we were taking our extra touches. Our decision making wasn't ideal, but yeah, be happy with it though. So.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, I think in the second half, I do feel like our standards kind of did drop, and we weren't as moving the ball as quick as we were in the first half. And I think the criticism of the team that I have is that in these types of situations, we should really be more kind of ruthless. So, and you mentioned about Atif's shot and so on. I think we hit the woodwork quite a few times throughout the game. I think it was probably twice in the first half.
Aliu
and Vitor with a deflected shot. And then also Atif
from here, the corner,
almost getting a hat-trick. Off the post. That was a good chance. Who got the remainder of the goals?
Vitor
got his second goal.
And the return of one man, the man only. I think Shah said in the group chat, imagine getting cheers like that whenever you touch the ball.
Yeah, you know what? I can't believe it's 13 minutes into the show and we've not mentioned him.
Mr. Money.
Mr. Money himself, yeah.
So, Waleed, can you give us some stats on Abulai?
Abulai, I think
from last
season, I want to say in total he got 36 goals and assists.
Yeah. So was he the first team top scorer?
Top scorer.
Was he the top assist?
He was up there for the top assists, I want to say too.
Okay.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
So from what I heard, it was Abulai, to be fair. So top goal scorer, top assist last season, player of the season, right? I'm pretty sure he walked away pretty much with every single trophy in the presentation evening. And this was his first appearance yesterday. So what an addition, to be honest. And hopefully he can crack on in the second half of the season and really help us achieve our goals. We are getting a few more comments in on Facebook as well. You got Hums Don again, the burner. Big up Mickey, bad boy player, whatever that means. And soon to be Prem level.
Going down.
Oh, actually, I was thinking Premier League.
He does
maybe it means
he's dreaming a bit too much for that one.
And then you've got the chairman with a comment: Josh playing for the first team at 16, playing semi-pro level is a massive achievement for the club. And Josh, it just shows if you're old enough, you will get opportunities at FC Peterborough. And we've also got Coach Zami live on Facebook, and he's saying return of the legend Abulai. So Abla is clearly a fan favourite. So do engage with the show, guys. Please call in at 01733 602 133. Text in at 074 11191062, and keep the comments coming in on Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, and all other forms of social media. Any other kind of comments on the game yesterday before we move on?
I think that's a very, very great detailed match report.
Should we touch on the reserves and development friendly, or should
I
we
think
just
quickly just brushing over that. The development team.
I don't think you should mention any scorelines because it was just an interclub friendly, and it was just about getting minutes in the leg. You know,
I think it was a very good lesson for us. Obviously, playing at the development team, playing against a team obviously Prem level, and they're very high up there in the Prem as well, and. It wasn't obviously our proudest scoreline, but obviously when you're playing against players at that level, is more about getting the minutes in, as you said.
So our reserve and our development team didn't have any kind of game scheduled for yesterday. It was almost like a winter break period that the leagues kind of have, and I believe they're next in action on the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, so reserves and development are next in action on the 4th, along with the first team. So first team
away at Harwich.
Away at Harwich. So how far is Harwich?
2.5 hours, 3 hours. I remember last year where the minibus decided not to work on us, so then we had to take cars. Okay. That was last season. Whereas this year's hopefully different.
It's probably one of the longest away days.
Yeah, you got that, and them and Holland are 10 minutes apart from each other.
That's fine. And for the reserves,
I'm not too sure who the reserves have. You got Devs?
We're playing Thorpe Wood, I believe.
Ooh, is that at home or is that
at
away?
Home? Yeah.
So development, I've got Thorpe Wood at home, which is going to be a very tough game, to be fair.
Yeah, top of the league. So I think it was good that we played the reserves yesterday, just to get a feel of what it's going to be like basically for next week.
Nice. So moving on then, we've obviously got Mickey here as the guest today, our midfield maestro. Coach, have you got any kind of stats, or have you got any introduction for
I do. Let me go into detail with Mickey. Before we'll do our Zaid versus Mickey on...
is that what we're doing?
We've got
because
that.
I don't think we should do that.
We'll speak on a few. I think we'll even go on yesterday before the warm-up. You guys were mentioning about when making your first ever game playing your first ever game for the club, you, Vitor, Eamon.
So
that was a conversation.
On that, Mickey, when was your first game for FC Peterborough?
I can't remember the year. It was...
Do you remember what division we were in?
Yeah, we were in Div 1.
Div 1.
Playing at Fullbridge still.
Fullbridge Road.
The game was actually at Fullbridge against Whittlesea.
Wow, you even remember the team you played against. Do you remember the scoreline?
I would like to say we won either 6-4, 6-3. I remember Eamon coming off the bench and scoring a hat-trick. I started on the bench as well.
Oh, damn. Looks like you kind of...
that was my first ever game.
I feel like you've been holding something in.
Going from there, so since then, Mickey, he's got 123 games. He's played 123 games for us.
Wow.
9 goals and 32 assists.
Wow.
This season, because we can speak about this season compared to last season. This season, you've got 4 goals and 12 assists. 5 goals and 12 assists.
Yeah.
You've hit a couple of milestones. 100th appearance versus Stanway. Scored a goal that game, and what a goal it was.
What a goal as well. What a way to mark your 100th appearance.
He's also captained the side this season, the first time leading them out against Needham Market away.
Well deserved, to be fair.
Exactly.
So you've got a few comments coming in. So Ibi has mentioned that he remembers Mickey replacing him at Deeping Rangers at half-time.
Oh, yeah.
And then Ibi also adds, from that moment he knew his days were numbered.
Oh, okay, that's what I was going to say.
You took his spot,
I
Mickey.
think I got the winning assist that game.
How do you remember all this?
The details that matter.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Nah, that's quality.
I remember who got an assist. I got an assist.
Just on that, reserves are playing Chatteris on the 4th. Yeah. So back to the... Oh, no, sorry. You started in Division 1.
Yeah.
I believe that was 4 years ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It's my 4th season.
So it's your 4th season.
Yeah.
See, now this is something that not a lot of people know. From the current kind of first team, I'm not sure the exact number, but there's at least probably say half.
That's gonna something I was gonna
at least
mention.
5 players that have played in Division 1 and have gone all the way up to Step 6. And now, really, if you look at it kind of locally,
Not many do that.
I don't think there's another kind of example of that.
I think there's 7 of us.
I was gonna
Seven.
I was gonna mention that, saying obviously even going towards linking it towards Shaz, obviously the gaffer, and how much trust he has in the players that has started with it. So we can go from the Prem division, where we haven't really recruited many players from the outside, and there's always a trust from the inside. So we can go from Mickey and Vito. They've obviously from the Div 1 side. You've got Eamon, Zaid. You've been there from the beginning.
He's been there from the beginning.
Yeah,
He's the part of the foundation.
He's the OG.
That's it, yeah.
You can include Adam within that. Obviously, previously you had Dom. So you have many players who have been with, I think, with Shaz's tenure when he first started. And then you can go on the Prem sides. You've got Romeo, who still plays for us. Toby, cannot forget about Toby. Shaz. You know what I mean? So those are the other additions you brought in the Prem side, and since then we've only recruited probably Mario, Abulai, and just Niall. Really, there's Mo. They're like the main 4 we have probably recruited.
Mickey, why do you think you've been able to play from Division 1 to the team currently? And has there been any kind of changes in standards? And if so, what are they?
I think Shaz recruited quite a lot of good players for that Div 1 team that probably might have been playing higher. But also we've improved together as a team. I feel like we've all stepped up our game. What was the last part of the question?
And have you noticed like a change of standards?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like more people turn up to training, more people take training seriously. The equipment we use, the facilities.
From outside? So that's all like internally inside the club. But what about the standards of teams that we play, or kind of facilities, or has there been a lot of changes from Div 1 till now?
Well, we get linos. That's always a plus. Linos, the pitches are much better. Not all of them, but most of them are much better. Fans, just even like having a bus to take us to games.
Yeah. You've got a brilliant comment from Zoheb here. Just missed it. So he said you're a brilliant player, keeps getting better every season, and you got a lot of high energy, keeping the games simple, and we've seen the best of you since your divorce from Rahul.
I agree.
What?
So Rahul and Mickey were best mates in Division 1, and just like best buddies in change room and so on and so
Although
on.
I'd be shouting at him during the whole game.
Yeah, they were, like a husband and wife. I'm not sure which one was the wife or which one was the husband, but that's kind of.
I think that still happened between Mickey and Atif. They show, or Mickey saying Atif, and Atif's now.
I shout at everyone.
Yeah,
Passionate.
Nah, that's fine. Ibi has mentioned there's been a big changes of standards. No players vaping during warm-ups. Yeah.
Did that ever happen? I don't think that's
I
ever
don't think
happened
that
since
ever happened, so-
since I've been
I was going
here.
to say that sounds shocking. If that ever
That's never happened since
Div
I've
1
been there.
days.
I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but I don't remember that
Let's
happening.
talk with yourself, Mickey, your difference between now, this season, and last season, and what has it changed? What have you felt, or what have you done to implement? I know you played in a different position. We can call it different.
Yeah.
You played in more of the holding, whereas now you're playing more in the 8 box-to-box road. How has that affected your game?
Just more freedom to express myself in attacking areas, I think. I always used to play as a winger or a forward when I was younger.
What? You're a winger?
Yeah, I only started playing centre mid when I played men's football.
Bro, like, I wouldn't have you had you down as a winger, to be fair.
That
I
comes
mean-
from Mr. Versatile himself.
Yeah.
Normally when you think like winger, pace, you got skills, to be fair, but
But I think we'd be shocked if we now pull out some stats, by the way.
Yeah,
But-
no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That's what too soon.
We'll continue. We'll continue.
go on, Mickey. Any other
I feel like just focusing more on football related fitness as well. So like I stopped going to the gym, doing like weights and stuff. Just playing more football, trying to get more touches on the ball, improving that way.
nice? What do you think has been the changes you've seen from Mickey from last season to this season as a coach?
Yeah, we see, like you say, I think the change in positions helped because obviously in Prem, since I've joined, really, obviously Prem, watching as a fan and even joining the coaching staff, Mickey was your 6 and he's a holding midfielder. Whereas now, like you said, he's got that license in the 8. He's more attacking. You can see with his returns this season, but also we can know in pre-season and the work he was doing off the pitch. His 5K times were immense.
To be fair, I think your 5K times are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, probably the best in the team.
In the team, yeah.
Bar one. But
Yeah. What's your PB?
Well, I've only done it twice, and one was 20.20, I think. That was my best.
20 minutes, 20 seconds for a 5K. If you're listening and you can beat it, let us know in the comments. Give us a call in. And if you want to challenge Mickey to a race, do let us know.
I heard Arkham's got 20 minutes in rooms on the street side.
Yeah, we can probably touch on the 20-minute 5K you done at the park run after the break.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, break time, guys. We'll be back shortly.
Stay tuned to Salam Radio after this short ad break.
2020 World Buffet is inspired by the best foods from around the world. See our teppanyaki chefs grill your food to order, or choose delicious Indian, Italian, Chinese, Mexican dishes and British favourites, all halal. 2020 World Buffet offers you unlimited food at a set price. Open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Catering, wedding and party services available too. Call 01733 566 320 or visit 2020buffet.co.uk. 2020 World Buffet, 35 New Road, Peterborough, PE1 1FJ.
Satisfy your cravings at Ibrahimi Buffet Restaurant. Enjoy a tantalising variety of Chinese, Italian, Pakistani and comfort food favourites, from starters to desserts. Kids under 5 dine for free, so bring the whole family to our restaurant at 63 Sycamore Avenue. Open every day from 5pm to 10:30pm. Call us on 01733 313131 or book online to reserve your table. Ibrahimi-restaurant.co.uk. Every bite is a delight at Ibrahimi Buffet Restaurant.
Need a taxi that won't break the bank? Amar Cabs offers safe local rides at affordable prices, starting at £3.99. Get to Heathrow for £120 and London Stansted or London Luton for just £88. Private school and executive business class drop-offs are also available. Booking is easy. Go to www.amarcabs.com and download our app on Android or iOS, or call 01733 555 888. Wherever you're headed, Amar Cabs is just a tap away with reliable, affordable rides starting at just £3.99.
Craving a heavenly escape in the heart of Peterborough? Heavenly Desserts is the perfect place to relax with friends, unwind with family, or for casual meetings with colleagues. You can now indulge in our delicious brunch menu with mouth-watering savoury delights, served from 11 a.m. every day. Visit us today at Cowgate, Peterborough, the go-to spot for good times and great company. Where else but Heavenly's? Party packages available for birthdays and other celebrations. Also available to order through Just Eat, Deliveroo and Uber Eats.
Where can you get high quality and low prices? Amar Food Store and Halal Meat in Lincoln Road, Triangle is the place to go. Pay us a visit and take advantage of our special offers and great range of products on groceries, vegetables, fruits and halal meat. Also send money to Pakistan absolutely free. We have all top brands at special offers, offer free customer parking and provide a free local delivery service. Amar Food Store and Halal Meat, 613B Lincoln Road, Peterborough. Call us on 01733 687 374. High in quality, low in prices.
At Masters Pharmacy, we put your health and convenience first. We offer free blood pressure checks and blister-packed medication. With our free same-day prescription delivery service, you can have your medication when you need it. We also offer travel vaccinations, including Hajj and Umrah, along with other services to meet all your pharmacy needs. For more information, contact Masters Pharmacy on 01733 567 208 or visit us at 303 Lincoln Road, PE1 2PH.
Welcome
This
back
is
to
Salam Radio, Peterborough's Muslim community radio. Broadcasting on 106.2 FM and online.
Welcome back to FC Peterborough Weekly. I'm your host Zaid. I'm with Coach Waleed, Coach Arkam, and our special guest today is Mickey. So just before the break, we mentioned we were talking about 5Ks, and Coach Arkam, you mentioned parkrun, or Coach Waleed did.
So yeah, I don't really know how it come about. I think it's actually, yeah, I know now. Coach Waleed is running a half marathon in February, I want to say, or March, sorry, yeah. And I was just seeing that he hasn't been training, and then I just said it to him that, yo, we need to get on this. Like, we need to be serious. So we did a practice 5K run last Sunday, and that was. I mean, I don't think we need to talk about the time because it's all right. That was the first attempt, and then we ran a 5K on Christmas Day with the park run around Ferry Meadows, and we were joined by obviously Captain Zaid, Coach Zameer, Coach Image, and two of the under-14s.
Yeah,
And
so for me, I think we didn't have a game last Saturday.
No.
We didn't have training on the Monday. And then we weren't going to have training on Wednesday. So I was like, just probably need to get out there, just do a bit of running or something, just keep the legs going a bit. And you guys were asking about the 5K in the group. So I thought, yeah, I'll just come along.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I was a bit worried when Coach Waleed said you'd be running like sub-20s.
Yeah.
I've never, I don't know where he said that.
So me, obviously, Coach Arkam go on our runs, post-Fajr
every morning.
And then he's telling me, we were doing our 5K and he's like, I've done it in 20 minutes. And I'm thinking, you know what? With that, key information, I forgot to mention, he said he has done it on a treadmill.
Yeah.
So we don't know if that really counts.
I don't think that
for
counts.
me personally, I always say treadmill runs don't count.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
true.
always
They
a bit
don't count.
easier.
By yourself, do you think treadmill runs count?
They do count if you don't stop.
How do you know? Oh, how do we know you didn't stop?
Yeah.
You don't, but you just have to trust the person.
Okay. So that happened, and then you know what? With me, I wanted just an improvement of my time because it's the first ever time I ran on a 1.5. So that was my second 5K I ran.
Yeah, same.
So I improved by 5 minutes, which was massive, to be fair. Bit disappointed because I think I could have done even better. But then obviously compared to Zaid's times, obviously Arkam's time, I'm not gonna.
Mine doesn't count. I got injured midway through. I don't count.
They play on a regular basis, so you know what I mean. So we leave it as that.
That's fine. So we'll move on. We've obviously got Mickey as a guest. So we have been getting a lot of questions on Facebook and so on. So keep them coming in, and we will be asking them a little bit later on in the show. For now, we're just going to switch on to a little bit of a teammate section. So Mickey, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and if you can just answer them. So who's the team joker?
Oh, amen. Easy.
Who's the toughest teammate?
The toughest.
You can say it yourself if you want.
No. I'll probably say David.
Ooh.
Good shout. Who's the best trainer?
Can I say myself?
Yeah, you can say yourself, man.
Me.
Who's the most?
And Sam.
Sam's not been
It's
training for
when he does.
a long time.
But when he does.
You can't forget, you can't forget Sam, man.
Who's the most intelligent teammate?
In terms of football or general?
Football. You want to, yeah.
Football. You only said that because he knows it's him.
Oh, stop it, Mickey. Thank you. Okay, what about generally?
Generally, I don't think we're a clever bunch.
What, including the coaching staff? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Waleed definitely.
Who's the least intelligent?
The least intelligent. I did have it, but now I forgot it.
Wow, you've been rehearsing these.
No, I literally just thought about it.
Keep it shut?
Nah, he's a teacher.
You never know.
I would put Atif up there.
Wow.
It's quite dopey sometimes. Abulai, one of them as well. Some of the stuff he comes out with.
Enough before we just got
we only asked for one name. You don't have to go and mention the whole team.
Eamon as well.
Okay, who's the quickest in the team?
We go statistically.
It's David, but I think Adam's up there.
Adam.
I've seen him smoke Zayed in a race.
that used to be true, but we got the stats
Yeah,
now.
I've got stats.
It's alright, yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Who's the slowest in the team? You can also say yourself for this one as well.
Oh well, we've got some. You know,
I would usually say myself, but I think I've surprised myself this year. I'm gonna say Zayed.
What?
I'm not part of this.
This is amazing.
Who's the most skillful?
Oh, Ruben.
Yeah, that's the easy one to be
Yeah,
fair. I don't think everyone will ask. All
no
it
one comes
says
close.
Ruben.
Ruben might be the slowest, you know.
I
You
haven't
can't change your
got
answers
that.
now, man. You
stat,
can't change your answers now. That's it. Yeah, it was locked in.
Who's the biggest moaner?
Oh, me.
Yeah, 100%.
Fair play. I was going to say it's you as well. Who spends the most time in front of the mirror?
Romeo, 100%.
Yeah, I think again that's another one.
Everyone
Everyone
says
says.
that.
Yeah.
Who's got the worst dress sense in the team?
Aliu or David? I mean, it's winter and Aliu's wearing sandals that have holes in them.
Who is the teacher's pet?
Shaz. Keeper Shaz. He was the fine master, so it makes sense.
No, not anymore.
No, but last year.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Cool. So that's teammates. We have got a question for you on Facebook, and it's from Ibi. So he said, as a player who's been with us for years, what does the club need to do to help FCP get to the next level? So that's the club as a whole, not the management team specifically.
I would say carry on because they're doing amazing stuff. I mean, the improvement that we've seen from the Fullbridge days to now, the facilities that we've got, the standard of coaching, the lights, something as simple as the lights. We didn't have them at Fullbridge. So just keep doing what we're doing. I think we're going in the right direction. So maybe have a scholarship team.
Scholarship team. That is a shout.
Yeah.
Coach Lead, is that on the cards?
Yeah, get that in the works, man.
I'll help you, coach.
They were. I know that when we used to speak about it, but it's something we could probably get down to and go again, I think.
I think he mentioned coaching, and I mean, seeing as Zami's not here, I might as well do my part in it. And so when are we going to get you on as a coach then?
Oh, we've spoken about this many times,
Yeah.
Mickey. You know,
Unless I just misheard something, I'm pretty sure I just heard
I heard
Mickey
you coach.
commit.
I heard that as well, yeah.
Oh, that's
Commit.
fine. It's
I think I've always spoken to Mickey about it. I think I've probably spoken 3-4 times, but obviously he's a busy person. But yeah, I'll let him speak to.
I think one of the things you mentioned to me was that if you look at the kind of current team and you say who'd make the best coach, you've always said it would be Mickey.
Yeah, I've always put Mickey up there.
I wouldn't want to scare the kids off, first of all, because the moaning would be ridiculous.
I think, honestly, I think the first team does a great example, sets a great example for the kids, because I don't know about the other groups, but I know for sure my under-7s, they just love, whenever they see any of the first team, especially that when we have training and, for example, they might have a match or something like that, or on a Saturday when they're coming in into the car park, for example, whenever they see any of the first team players, just get so excited. And
I think you touched on that. I think that's one of the good things, or one of the images that the club's trying to kind of portray and create, is that it's just literally about creating the positive kind of role models for these kids. So all these kids in the academy, they can look up to people like Mickey and be like, they've got a pathway to go and play semi-professional football. So it's just about creating those positive role models, and then trying to get some of our kids from the academy through and becoming those role models themselves.
And so when is that happening then, Mickey? When are you coaching?
When I don't have to work on Sundays.
It's all right, man. You come with us my under-7s, then, innit? Because then we have match days on Saturdays.
And Mickey has
Coach
matches
Orkan,
on
how old are you?
Me, I'm 18.
18. So are you currently in sixth form?
Yeah, I'm in final year.
Okay, so if there was like a football scholarship by FC Peterborough, so an alternative to sixth form, would that be something you would be kind of interested in?
By scholarship, sorry to cut you off, do you mean like where you study and play at the same time?
Yes.
I think that would be like, I think I would love some of that, because I took a 2-year gap out of football before I come back this season, and that was literally solely because of the reason that my family just want me to focus on school and stuff like that. So I was off the pitch for 2 years, and I can't lie, I did see a great downgrade in my just fitness and quality of football and stuff. So I think if there was a scholarship to be offered, I think it'd be amazing, because I mean, studying and playing football at the same time, I think what's better than that?
Coach Walid, might be one for you to take away, and let's see what we can do.
Yeah, let's get on the cards.
So, Mickey, got a few kind of questions for you to answer and give us your kind of thoughts on. We've already mentioned that you joined the club in Division 1, which was around kind of 4 years ago. What made you join FCP? Why did you join?
Partly because obviously I had a few friends that were already playing there. Shaz was quite insistent in getting me to play for the team.
Is this keeper Shaz or
Gaffer Shaz. I did reject it the first time I went to a training. I'd already kind of committed to a different team, and then something happened which made me become available. And then, yeah, I joined. I thought it made sense. Also, the culture that the club has, you can tell, like, it's a family club. Like, obviously, some of the board, family, and it trickles down to the changing room where the players feel like they're in a family.
Nice. I think this family thing is something that a lot of kind of people mention, and you mentioned you played at a different club before. Who was that football club?
So I've played for Neverton and Fort Wood men's teams.
Did you have the same sort of kind of culture there and the vibes, if you could call it that, or the atmosphere? Did you have a similar sort of atmosphere there, or
nowhere near as close?
What's different about it, or yeah?
Just like relating, like you have people who like come from similar backgrounds, diverse backgrounds, and it's just more welcoming. You know everyone, you say hello to everyone. You got people watching training, like the chairman, the board, like the vice chairman. You got the kids who play for the under 8s watching our trainings or walking past the training ground saying hello to you and stuff like that, interacting with you.
Nice. What is your best moment for FC Peterborough?
My best moment? I'd probably say getting promoted to Step 6. I think that's probably our best moment for me.
Okay, and your worst moment?
When I left.
You left?
Wait, what?
I wasn't going to bring that up. But you left for a week?
Yeah.
Why did you leave?
Just weren't getting the minutes that I wanted.
And then why did you come back?
Home, yeah, Power League.
No, that's fine. I think you realised your mistake, and then you came back, and you know you've.
After that, man.
Yeah, I think you haven't looked back, and yeah, it's been a main part of the team this year, 100%. Always been a main part of the team, to be fair. But I think that was a massive thing. You realised your mistake. You came back. We can forgive you for that. Who's been the biggest influence on your life?
Oh, my mum, for sure.
What is it about your mum that's the biggest influence?
Her work ethic.
Her work ethic.
And how do you translate that? Sorry to cut you off. How do you translate that like into like your football life, basically? Because obviously your mum's work ethic isn't really football related.
It's exactly football related.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, yeah.
The work ethic you put on the pitch, going to training, turning up to training on time, making sure you're there at every training, making sure you're available for every game, recovery, injury, it's just the work ethic that you put in.
And are there like any habits that your mum's like taught you, whatever, that's like helped you, for example, in like your football life that I don't know, certain people might not view as that at face value?
I mean, just being like honest, being on time for everything, being professional, I would say.
So all of those attributes and so on that Mickey just described, hardworking and so on, Coach Waleed, would you say that Mickey is the most hardworking player at FC Peterborough?
He's 100%. You can see in the training, always being available. Like I said, you can see in off the field stuff like his running, and especially let's say the position he plays is nothing short of that. So you can see it in everything he does.
Personally, I think all of the things you've just mentioned is a very underrated attribute or aspect for a player to have, and I think these are the almost. Or personally, I'd say like non-negotiables, that this is something that a player must have before kind of everything else. And to be fair, I think with that, as Mickey's teammate, I can honestly say Mickey's probably the most professional player in the team and that I've probably played with. So yeah, hats off to you on that, Mickey. So you mentioned that the promotion was the best moment for you personally. How did How did that kind of tie into moving into focus or moving into the Millfield All Park Stadium and then getting that promotion, and kind of what's the kind of goal from here?
Obviously, we needed the facilities to get promoted to Step 6. So obviously having the facilities like Focus obviously helped us even during trainings and stuff like that. It helped us to push on to improve our football so that we could get promoted that season. And I think...
Does a good pitch help you play better?
No, but it helps you prepare better.
Okay.
And you asked what to go forward. I think obviously just keep going up. Keep going up in the leagues, getting more kids from the youth team promoted into the first team.
Yeah. Coach Waleed, you mentioned you've got some kind of stats that you wanted to kind of bring up.
I'll open it up to obviously who we have here. So I did mention to Zaid. I'm going to do the total distances.
Well, you let him guess first before you actually do it.
Before the total, so I was like, Zaid, I'm going to do total distance. He wanted a bit more. So he said, let's do high intensity running.
So these are stats. These are stats for Mickey,
season,
right?
And Zaid himself.
Oh, why is this
like top trunks?
Why is this like a competition? I don't understand.
No, it's good to
Mickey's the guest here.
It's good to
compare. We done distance, so your most distance you've ran in the game.
I will honestly say Mickey runs like way more than me or anyone. I'm pretty sure he runs the most in the team.
So we done high intensity running. We done top speed, the average speed, and then the total distance covered this season.
Yeah.
So top speed, Mickey, what do you think, or even Uncle, what do you think your top speed was this season?
My speed, 30. Are you doing it in Are you doing it in kilometers?
Kilometers per hour.
I think it's 30.
30, Zaid?
30.7.
What is in?
What about yours? Yeah.
Mine, I think, is 30.3.
I've got it in thingy, so 30. So I don't have 0.3 or nothing.
The point is everything, bro.
Yeah, that does mean...
Yeah.
But I've got 30. Yeah, so both, it's a tie.
Okay.
But Wivenhoe, you done it at home against Wivenhoe and you done it against Leiston. But you done it 2 games back to back, by the way.
Oh, back to back.
I've only touched 30 once, so you can have that one.
High intensity running. You know, by the way, I've got to give a shout out to Eamon, because his was Durham. He done 760 odd.
That's insane. That's almost 1 kilometer of high intensity running. So just a bit of context, we've got trackers for our first team, which basically track the distances, player covers, top speed, high intensity running. High intensity running is anything that's above, I believe, 20
I think it's 23 kilometers.
23 kilometers.
Per hour.
And then sprinting is above 25.
Yeah.
So yeah, all these kind of these trackers track all these analytics, and then we get a report at the end of the game, so you can see which player has been working the hardest and which player might not be working the hardest.
So high intensity running, you can predict for each other. Mickey, what do you think Zaid's was? High intensity running, his
Is
best.
it just one game?
One game. I've just done one game.
I'm going to say 675.
Zaid, what do you think Mickey's
For
is?
Zaid.
Yeah.
Mickey's probably similar.
It was quite close between you two. Only 7 meters apart.
7 meters.
Yeah. So Zaid was 569, and that was against Whittlesey away. Mickey's was 562, which was Framingham at home.
Yeah.
Distance. So you said Mickey covers more distance. What do you think Mickey's the best distance in a game was?
I think he done 11 something. I think he's done 11 something quite regularly. He might have got over 12 in a particular game this season.
Yeah, it was a particular game this season.
Yeah.
Who are you going for?
What am I going for?
Yeah,
over 12.
Over 12?
Yeah.
For him, I think 11.
No, I don't think I've
Or 10.8.
So Zaid's is 10.5, 10,566 at Hull Beach, home. Mickey's yours was 12,785. That's in dead. I think that game was Shaz wanted us to work hard that game, and we had to show it back.
Just a bit of context. That 12 point was it
12.785.
That's pretty similar to like professional football. You get a lot of professional footballers who might not even cover that much distance, to be honest. So yeah, that's something.
I think the record in the Prem is like 13.3.
Yeah, wow, there you go. That is some phenomenal running?
Average speed, Mickey was always top on this one when he played. But again, I'll give it. So, Zaid's, your average is normally 5 or 6 kilometers per hour. Mickey's was at 8 or 7. So you was at 8 kilometers per hour. So
How did you calculate this?
Because that's on the.
Is that meters per minute?
But it just said average speed and there's gains kilometers per hour. So I don't know where
that kind of sounds a bit like.
I've never seen that stat before.
Yeah, me neither. So Coach, are you sure this is correct?
Obviously, so we go on total distance covered this season.
Ooh, I know.
Most important, obviously, adding all of them up together. Zaid's total cover, because you got to remember playing certain games, missed through injury. Zaid was 212,192.
What?
Total 212,000
kilometers.
192 meters.
212. Oh, okay.
Meters. But that was distance covered this season. Whereas Mickey's was 227,336 covered this season.
Yeah.
Which shows
a lot of mileage.
The mileage you do in the season, especially. So
yeah,
kudos to both of yourself.
No, to be fair, Mickey, phenomenal stats, man. Keep it up.
You too.
So we'll move on. I think it's about that time where it's the coveted mastermind, FCP mastermind. So
no pressure, Mickey. I think you beat me.
No chance.
I mean, I made the question. Oh, I'll show you. But I made the questions today, so I mean, I think they were fair, and I tested them with Coach Waleed, and he said similarly. So that'll be all right if I can get Coach Waleed to time it, please, and and then who's gonna keep score? Then that means
I'll keep score. Coach, you got the timing.
That's fine. So I mean, I'm sure you know how it goes. 90 seconds. If you either don't know how to answer the question or you get it wrong, it's a skip, or you can say pass, sorry, if you don't know it. Yeah. And then each answer correct is a point. What's your score, Waleed?
15.
Score to beat is 15.
Oh, it's 16.
Yeah, it's 15. You need 16 to beat me.
That's fine. So Mickey, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Just let me know. Count me down.
Yeah, boys. Yeah, you count me in.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Who is the only Italian player to win the Premier League?
Jorginho.
Incorrect. Can you name Balotelli's only assist at City?
Pass.
What's Jose Mourinho's longest unbeaten streak at home?
Chelsea.
And how long was that?
80-something games? 86 games?
Could you tell me time? Years.
A year. 2 years.
Incorrect. Pass. Which Prem team have held both the Champions League and the Europa League at the same time? Yeah. Which Premier League team has the longest unbeaten run?
Arsenal.
Which player scored the fastest Premier League hat-trick?
Mane.
Which English club is the oldest professional club?
Wrexham?
Nope, incorrect. Who was Manchester City's manager before Pep?
Mancini?
Incorrect. Who was Arsenal's leading goal scorer for the Invincible season?
Thierry.
Correct. Who scored the winning penalty for Chelsea to win the Champions League 2012?
Drogba.
Correct. Which English team has been relegated from the Premier League the most?
Luton.
Incorrect. Which player has the most Premier League appearances with 653 games?
Gerrard.
Incorrect. Which 3 players shared the Golden Boot in the 2018-19 season?
Aubameyang, Salah, and Mane.
Correct. Who won the championship in the season 2023-2024?
Burnley.
Incorrect. Who's won the most Euros with 4?
Italy.
Incorrect. That's time. Wow. What was the...
Oh, them questions are hard.
So I'm just tallying it up. So we got 1, 2, 3.
You don't know Balotelli's only ever assist?
That's crazy because even I knew that. Yeah, it was Aguero to win the thing, and he was the only Italian player to ever win it.
Balotelli was the only one to ever win it.
Right, could we just get a little drum roll, please?
Okay.
I don't think it's going to come up on the mic.
I was just totally just joking. You got a grand total of 6.
Why? Match Zameer. To be fair, I mean, I set the benchmark really low anyways with 2. So.
To be fair, I think some of those questions were a bit challenging. There was a few which I thought you should have probably got. For example, like Luton, like most relegated team, like they've barely been in the Premier League. So
yeah, I just guessed.
I think Rahul's going to love that, by the way. So you're going to
got Coach Zameer saying, "Wow, Mickey was expecting better from you."
So was I.
So was I. I'll be honest. I thought you were going to actually get all these questions.
Quizmaster. That's what I'm blaming, the quizmaster.
So
I think the questions were fine.
Yeah, I think they were.
The level of the question.
The Chelsea
was
run
fair.
one, like
No, the Mourinho one. It was all time home and like if he's ever.
It was 9
Yeah, but
years.
what was like the parameter for the answer? Like how the amount of games, the amount of year, like
Years.
What was the answer? to
9
that?
years.
9 years.
Mourinho went unbeaten at home.
Wow, that's a record, to be fair. But yeah, so Mickey, thank you.
I mean,
for-
if you think these questions were hard, you saw the questions that Zami sent in beforehand. I tried saving Mickey with that. I think if we used the questions beforehand that Zami sent, he was done for.
I think, yeah, maybe Coach Zami did set you up, or I'm not sure. But you got 6. We haven't got the leaderboard here, but I think that probably places you around.
second bottom.
Joint second, isn't it? Well, joint second bottom, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so that's nothing to be too proud of. I'm sorry to say.
I mean, I'm sure there's some first teamers who might be listening in thinking that they can beat it. Obviously, you got Eamon from the first team, from the players leading.
Eamon done really well, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mickey, thank you for joining us and taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're a busy man on Sundays, so thank you once again. Hope you've enjoyed the show. You've given us some kind of great answers and great
It's a great insight, yeah, that's it.
But yeah, thank you for joining, and we'll be back next week for the first live show.